Hey, what's happening? Jeff Pish here, coming at you from behind the kit. Today we're gonna have a little discussion. This is a topic that's kind of come up a few times in my circles lately, and it's come up many times in my drumming career. So I just want to voice my opinion on it, throw it out there. Let me know your opinion in the comments. There's always I'm always up for some good discussion. Um, we're talking about grip. This and this and this and this and this and this. So matched versus traditional. It comes up. It makes me crazy when it comes up because here's the point. It doesn't matter what grip you use. Let's talk. So I play primarily traditional grip. Most of the videos, probably 99% of the videos, you'll see me playing traditional grip. But there's times where I will turn it over and play match grip. If for me, it's a feel thing, or a logistics thing. If I'm playing rim knocks and I need to quickly make a move to the drums, I'll just keep it locked in match grip with the left hand, and I can get there. Otherwise, even if it doesn't matter what style of music I'm playing traditional grip. That's how I grew up learning. I grew up with traditional grip. That was the first thing I was taught when I was given a pair of sticks in sixth grade or whatever that was. Here's how you hold sticks, kid. And this is traditional grip. Traditional grip comes from way back in the day. Military drummers had snare drums on a sling, which made them sideways. So they'd have had to get the elbows out if they were going to play match grip. So traditional grip happened to accommodate this angled military sling drum. That's where it comes from. Some people will call it, it's the jazz grip. No, it came from the military snare drums back in the day that were on an angle. It was a funny angle. It's a good reference, believe me. So the marching world is really what adapted traditional grip, and guys came through. If you played snare drum, you played, even though once harnesses were created that gave you the flat top, you still played with the traditional grip on the snare drum. It was tradition. It was just how it happened. So me growing up in the marching world, primarily, I played traditional grip. I was a snare drummer. I marched 10 years of drum and bugle corps playing snare drum, but I also marched 1 year playing quads. So I was able to, I played match grip for a summer, when I played. So all grips are okay. I worked with a band many, many, many years ago, and I came in, I met the guys, just getting things started. Like they had another drummer, then they brought me in to give it a shot. And I was playing traditional grip, and still it was rock and roll. And I'm able to still get a lot of power out of this because I've been doing it my whole life. And it's just the way I know. And I was able to, but the guys in the band were like, oh man, maybe you could play match grip instead because it looks better for rock and roll. Man, that really put me off. Really put me off. It doesn't matter. If it sounds good, it sounds good. This versus this, from a look standpoint, traditional grip clearly looks cooler. No, I'm just kidding. But it does. But that's not a reason to utilize it. If I was starting drums today as a kid, I would probably play like this because it's a little easier to get things started, to start to learn, so you can teach. So you're teaching both your hands in the same way from a kinesthetic standpoint. This, it takes different muscles. It's a different thing. It's a different feel. But if that's what you're comfortable with, then play that way. Don't let anyone influence the way you hold your sticks between, whether you're a traditional grip player or a match grip player. I play rock and roll traditional grip. I play some heavier rock traditional grip. I play jazz traditional grip. I play Latin traditional grip. Or I'll flip over and play match grip for a couple phrases if it feels nice. I'll play funk traditional grip. I can still get the backbeat rim shots out of my snare drum because what do? I angle my snare drum slightly because of how I grip the stick so that I can get the proper rebound and control using the grip that I'm comfortable with. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So if you're out there, if you're a non-drummer and you're curious about why people do this versus this, more likely than not, it's how you were taught when you were a kid. Other likelihoods is you learned like this and thought this was cool, and then you switched over. But either way, no matter how you get to what grip you choose, it's your choice. You are your own human. In any video that I'm discussing technique or approach to the drums these are my experiences. This is how I'm comfortable behind the kit. You might not be comfortable that way, and that's okay. Everyone's built different. Everyone has different mental approaches. So it's okay to do things the way you feel like doing things. Don't let other people's videos tell you how to hold the sticks from a grip standpoint. Now, I am going to do another video at some point on technique for the left-hand traditional grip and talk about that. So stay tuned. That's going to come up probably in the next couple weeks. And in that case, there's going to be a little bit more science involved in how the fulcrum works and what muscle groups I'm using in there to get proper sound quality out of the drums using traditional grip. Because I do have my own approaches on that. And again, I try to pull any knowledge I have from a variety of sources. So yes, I grew up in the marching world, but even in the marching world, there's varying degrees of how the muscles are used to play snare drum. Take a look at, drum corps guys, take a look at the Blue Devils versus, cadets, RIP. And, you watch those two drum lines side by side from back in the day, they approach the drum differently and get different kinds of sound, even though they're both playing traditional grip. So there's nuance to it. So same goes here. I have watched, I've experimented, I found what works for me with the traditional grip and also in the right hand. And that's what I do. And that's how I approach things. So in summary, stop being so worried about what the grip looks like. Be concerned about what the drumming sounds like. If you can make the drums sound great playing this grip, go for it. If you make the drum sound great using this grip, go for it. And that's what matters. If you dig these videos, please do subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. And hit that like button if you like the information. And again, comment below. Let me know what grip you're using. If you've had any run-ins, in musical situations about people calling you out on your grip or concerned about how you hold the sticks, even if they're a non-drummers, go ahead, chime in. Let me know, what your thoughts are, in seeing drummers and hearing drummers with different grips. And, I'd be curious to get that perspective on things. At any rate, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next one.